Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we're going to be making a rhinestone popsicle water bottle. Yes, that is a water bottle, and it is so cute. It even comes with a little strap to wear it like a crossbody purse. Here is where I got this cute little bottle. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I should have asked before doing the tutorial, but I'm not going to try and get it wrong. So I will have all of her information linked below. She also has like the really popular double-walled acrylic tumblers. Tons of options in her shop in addition to this little popsicle bottle. So definitely check her out, and I will also put a discount code there for you. So while unpacking, you did see that there was a straw included. I would say this can be a water bottle by just putting that straw down in there, or it can be a flask. We're not gonna ask how you use it, okay? It's just cute. So first thing that we are gonna do is remove the silicone piece from around the straw, and we are going to just sand down the top portion of the lid where we're gonna put our rhinestones. I'm using a 220 grit piece of sandpaper, and I'm just lightly going over this. I don't want to damage it because it is a very light coat of silicone. So I'm just lightly going over that to give our glue something to really grab onto. We are using Pink Sunrise glass rhinestones from PDB Creative Studio. I have used these multiple times. I did a dome lid on a tumbler from the Steel Magnolia, and I have also made my daughter a pair of shoes with a cute little rhinestone toe, and I still have lots left. So you can make lots of small projects just from getting one bag of each size. So I'm using SS20, 16, 10, and SS4. I am pretty simple, so I do not have a fancy rhinestone tray, but you can get that also from PDB Creative Studio. My pen is from there, as well as the liquid fusion that I'm using to adhere my rhinestones to the lid. Now, this is called the scatter method, where you use all different size rhinestones to fill in your surface area. And I did put that little silicone piece back onto the straw just so I'm not putting these underneath it. I just want to put the stones up to it. I'm using the larger 3 stones to do this, the 20, 16, and 10, and I'm just pretty much alternating, no special rhyme or reason to it. And I'm gonna go around all of the edges of this lid. So same if you were using the same method to rhinestone a tumbler, you're gonna wanna go around the top and the bottom rim completely so that you give yourself a base to go from, and all of your edges are gonna be nice and straight. And to apply the rhinestones, as you can see, I'm just using a very thin little piece of glue. I'm not doing a large area at a time. The glue does dry semi-fast, and especially if you are just starting out doing rhinestone tumblers, you're going to work in small sections so that glue does not dry and you're spending time picking the excess glue off or having any sort of texture to that surface. I'm going to let this play through for y'all just so you can see how I apply and how I'm working my way around the lid. I will skip through a couple of times because it's just the same thing. We're just going around all of the edges of this lid. as I'm working my way around the edges of this lid, I'm constantly going back and making sure that my stones have not moved out of place, because the last thing that I want is for one of the stones to pop up and dry out of place and then cause all of the other stones to also be out of place. So make sure that you're constantly going back, you're making sure that they're staying in place, they're nice and straight around the edge. Allow that to dry for about 30 minutes to an hour so that you're not moving them when you're putting in your stones in the center. And then you basically just go in and fill in the stones, leaving as less gaps as possible. If you can do anything, make sure that you get all sizes of stones that are offered, because the smaller the stone, the smaller space that you can fill in with that stone, and it avoids leaving any negative space on your tumblers or on your lids. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. I do not like seeing these sorts of tumblers that are very costly to our customers, because we do put so much work and time and effort into these, and seeing so much negative space and poorly placed stones. It's okay to practice if you haven't done one before. If you want to do something very inexpensive, go to Hobby Lobby and grab you some of the cheap rhinestone packs that they have. Make sure that it has all the sizes in there and practice. Grab a small cup, it can be a makeup mirror or something like that, to practice the method before you go and apply to a higher priced item and then sell at a higher price to your customers. Make sure you're providing them with good quality work. And with this method, I'm constantly repositioning stones, making sure that I'm filling in as much space as possible. It is near impossible to avoid any negative space whatsoever. There's gonna be teeny tiny little gaps, but if a stone can fit, put it in there. Or if you can rearrange a couple of stones to make it look better in a specific area, then do so. Just move them around, as you can see I am with the other end of my rhinestone pin, and then add a little bit more glue so your rhinestones are adhered to your surface, and then fill that space in. So I finished the top and one of the sides of this, and then I allowed that to dry, because I did find that I was grabbing onto the top portion of the lid and moving my stones around a little bit. So I gave it some time to dry, and then I flipped it over and finished the other side. I'm going to let this side play completely through for y'all and zoom in so you can see how I'm placing my stones, how much negative space is left in there while I'm placing them. And of course, if you have any questions at the end of this, or anything that I may have missed or didn't cover, just drop them in the comments below for me, and I will respond to them as quickly as possible. Adding that last stone in is one of the most amazing feelings ever because it does feel like it takes forever to complete this, but in reality, I would say it took about an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete this whole lid, which is not bad at all. It's not bad. Let that dry for the full 24 hours. You do not want to scrub it and coat it in water and soap unless it is cured. So let that dry for 24 hours. I have a little nail brush here that I got from Amazon and just spread some Dawn dish detergent on there and scrub with the little brush. This ensures that your stones are properly adhered to your tumbler. If any of them fall off, then they were not on there good enough and you can replace them. It also gets any dust particles, oils, or additional glue or excess glue off of the top of the stones and gives them a beautiful shine. Once I had that washed off, I just took a paper towel and dried that. A terry cloth or some sort of microfiber cloth would definitely be better for this. I just did not have one on hand, so I just dabbed it dry so any of the little fibers didn't come off my paper towel and reassembled my water bottle. Of course, minus the straw. It does have a straw insert that comes along with it, which is wonderful for kids. And I made a cute little keychain to match using Deja Vu glitter from PDB Creative Studio. If you want to see how I made the keychain, you can check out one of my latest tutorials. I will link it down below for y'all. I did make this for my daughter and she was over the moon excited about it. If you are looking at starting rhinestones, this is a really good project to start with. And such a cute thing to have in your shop. Like, how amazing would this be in a kid's Easter basket? If you are just starting out with rhinestones, I also have a tutorial on a super easy honeycomb method rhinestone tumbler. Just check back on my videos for that. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. Follow us on Instagram for additional tips and tricks. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell in the corner to be notified anytime a new tutorial drops. As always, all of the products I used in this tutorial will be listed in the comments below, along with some discount codes for y'all. That is all for today. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.